laning phase on. But
so in your head, how do you see this strategy from Beast Coast breaking down?
You got to win the lanes.
Well, an early potential kill here. Schofield's going to try and jump away to his aura, but he can't get far. Emo is there to claim the first blood.
And that's a free null talisman start for Emo now as they look to contest the runes. It's just tough, as the panel was saying, there's really no good matchups for K1 in the laning phase. Down bottom against a Sand King isn't ideal, although Lion isn't the greatest support to help him out. You know, we'll see. We're starting with 3 heroes top, it appears, on the side of Beast Coast. Maybe just looking for a first blood, and upstairs going to TP bottom.
It definitely seemed like, I was talking to you during the draft, it felt like both teams were willingly giving away stuff. We had IG banning away the Bloodseeker. That obviously pings Leshrac. They also give away the Wisp to them at the same time. Beast Coast in the second phase, they ban away Earthshaker, which is a clear tell to the Phantom Lancer. IG give it to them anyway. It seems like both teams are willing to let the other play some very strong heroes right now and try and beat them.
Yeah, 2 typical meta carries. I think the Leshrac versus PL hold up bottom lane. Stinger's possible. Do you think he's just dead?
The double stun is too much for him to handle. The Splinter Blast goes out, hoping that K1 Hector can get the turnaround kill on a Kaka, but before we see that happen, we're going to have a brief pause from IG.
Yeah, we saw yesterday Liquid playing the Leshrac in a couple of games. I think people just moved that hero up in their prioritization, and it's arguably the best hero to go up against PL in the current patch, because you need something that kind of has a strong mid game, but also doesn't fall off against a PL with like 4 or 5 items. Leshrac's one of the few. You also just play fast around the map, right? And you shove lanes, which whenever PL has lanes going for him as well, it just seems impossible to kill him, because he'll know if you're off map hunting him and can safely hide in the jungle or send illusions to scout.
There's some similarities between these two drafts in the fact that they both have an intelligence heroes that's really good at being able to shove waves, has a lot of mobility. Leshrac and Puck both able to do that. But for Beast Coast, it is that 4 position Puck while they're running the Magnus mid, who's currently sitting 4-0, really suffering against that Leshrac, who's 10-3 in CS.
So yeah, they did play this against Enigma as well, and the Schofield Puck did go off. I think if you have a nice start, the hero is best suited as a support, because effectively all of your damage is through your spell casting, so you just need levels. Itemization doesn't really help you out too much. Your talents are great as well, of course, but I think if you can get away with it on the 4, that's where it's best suited.
Then you've got a 4 position that can start fights for you. That's always quite nice, especially since they are going to be running an offlaner that's going to be focused on damage with that Enchantress.
And it's like yesterday, we saw the EG Puck a lot of times, even though it was the offline of Ramses, he was pretty much relegated to just farming waves. Like that's the hero at a certain point in the game. So the low and farm priority, you can make him the better. This mid matchup's not going as well as I'd expect for Chris Luck. He's getting bodied pretty hard by Emo, but a big part of that could be the first blood. Leshrac's base damage is low. You give him a free null, and halfway to his next one, thanks to the FB, it changes the dynamics of the relationship.
Chris Luck has been taking lots and lots of damage from Emo. As you can see, Leshrac's not shying away from just attacking him over and over again, threatening those split Earths.
Yep. I like the build too. We saw some Leshracs going Edict. They just stun Edict. It's not the ideal way to play against a melee hero. You can get Edict later on, but spam Lightning and stun with Mango support is the way to play it.
It also feels like when you're doing well in your lane, you can continue to dominate it by maxing out those 2 spells.
It's very much a snowball laner, especially against a hero like Mag, who's going to outlast hit you if you allow him to play up in the creep wave, so you've got to keep him low. Look at how often IG's couriers get used, by the way. Just then, they were all 5 in transit, just constantly shuffling out regen.
It's the name of the laning phase right now. Constantly spam, regen, tangos and mangoes everywhere. K1 Hector's gonna jump forward, actually, going for Kaka after they've used all their stuns. He feels comfortable getting in some return damage. has to be wary of that Sandstorm now that JT has that level 3. Chris Luck, a bit low. They're both going to pop a healing salve here underneath the tower. Chris Luck giving him a little loop-de-loo here, but it's still high HP Emo. Done really scared. Oh, he gets in front of him for the skewer. That's perfect. He lands the lightning and gets the easy 1v1 kill on the Magnus. Back over to bottom lane. K1 Hector under assault here, but again, once they've used all their spells, he feels comfortable turning around on them with the Phantom Rush.
Yeah, just also to mention, we forgot Lion. You have that mana drain. He already skilled it up at level 2 just to kill off the illusions. It's a mechanic we don't see very often, but it used to be one of the old school counters. So you pick it against Naga. Of course, PL illusion armies do get a little too sizable, but if he inevitably gets to the mana drain multi-target talent at 20, it's quite nice. You just immediately kill the Manta.
Jump to the other side, but Fly is not going to be juked. Lands the pounce, gets the kill. And if anything, they may just keep going on to Lelis because they've got a few stacks in. And Fly really doesn't have to worry about his health. There's 4 stick charges on the Ollie.
Not the greatest start thus far for our Beast Coast boys. And you see Emo, he's got an invis, and now he's looking to just hunt Chris Luck. He knows he's going to be farming jungle in the stacks, but look at that ping right on the invisible Leshrac and then the scan. But this means Emo might just take this stack away from him instead, and he does exactly that.
Farms it up, and that will put IG at a 2K net worth lead by 5 minutes.
Off to a very good start. Beast Coast typically relies on just aggression in the laning phase to find their ways to dominant mid games, but so far they're getting outmatched in effectively every lane. But I don't blame them. They don't have the stronger lanes here.
Just keep on going for it. Underneath the Sandstorm, K1 Hector takes a lot of damage. Kaka knows they've developed a routine by now. He knows K1 Hector is going to run at him as soon as they blow both their stuns, so he preemptively backs up. Still, maybe he didn't get far enough away. He's going to throw out another round of stuns. Splinter Blast will land to the line. Not enough to get the kill. K1 Hector is going to turn and fight JT here. Even though he's low health, he reads that the JT just doesn't have a whole lot of damage left when he doesn't have the Burrow Strike. He's going to try and bait him in, but there is going to be the wand charges enough to be able to get another round of Burrow Strikes. Now they're going to body block up Stinger as well. Look at that. JT staying in front of him nonstop to be able to get the double at bottom. A kill onto middle. IG, they're dominating.
He's got kills in 3 lanes at once and just straight up outplayed bottom. You know, Hector, one of the most aggressive players in Dota 2, but you just got, I don't even know what to say. JT, he held a stick, he had a stun, he kills him, the body block to finish. We didn't even have time to check out the other kills, but that's the second time Emo has taken out Chris Luck. Schofield 0 and 3.
Well, they do get their second kill for Beast Coast as pickoff on Kaka allows them. But you said early on Beast Coast needs to be able to win the laning phase, and instead they're losing all 3 lanes here. What can they do to switch this up? We need some seed rotations. Okay, they're going to be able to hit the RP skewer back. Is that Leela's TP going to be complete in time? He's going to be able to get at least 1 shot in to finish off Emo. That's a kill streak going the way of Beast Coast.
Hey, that helps. IG, a little charity there. Kaka hung out bottom at like 30% HP. He gives himself away, and then Emo just sort of allows the RP to land. Even a long TP from Lelis is enough to secure the kill, because if you're already approaching Mag's high ground, you get RP, the skewer back in a tower is simple. And yeah, just that's a freebie. And it's always very dangerous to give away kills like that to heroes that you're dominating, because they just get more gold and XP than you would if you were to get a return when you come back. Still a 1K net worth advantage for Emo in the mid lane.
Kaka being chased down. JT's going to go for the Burrow Strike. Only hits the illusion here because it can pop the epicenter and chase down Stinger. There's going to be enough damage, though. With the Cold Embrace, Stinger will be able to heal up some. Under the effects of the Sandstorm, though, it's not too much. Another Burrow Strike, and it looks like he will fall. Trading supports, though, and a big ultimate being used. It's not the worst thing in the world for Beast Coast.
And JT right now has a Blink Dagger just straight up queued up. He's got Soul Ring, Boots, Bracer. Don't mind that choice. You're playing with the Wisp. You've got a Leshrac. If you land a stun, you're going to effectively find kills wherever you are. And it's so easy for Relocate to come in and be effective.
Especially with this build, he's not going to max out Sandstorm builds. I would say, like, if you max out Sandstorm, you pick up Veil, and that'll just kill the lane for a Phantom Lancer. But here, he wants to actively fight and find kills all around the map.
Yeah, I like the movement from Beast Coast, so this was necessary. They just put Schofield mid. He's only level 4, having a terrible game. You got to get him levels, and Leshrac, you're not going to pressure a puck, even though you're more than double his XP. Chris Luck, he can just farm jungle. He's a Magnus. That's what he wants to be doing. doing anyway, and you need your puck to get into this game. He's got to have Coil up and running ASAP.
Both sides do kind of have that, though. Sand King and Leshrac pretty efficient at both being able to shove the lane in and farm jungle. You could see Emo's going to show up bottom lane. He knows the Phantom Lancer is no contest for him, so they're going to try and pressure this tower. Stinger tries to do what he can to pull the creep wave off the tower, but instead gets caught by the initiation from Kaka.
Really cool build from Emo. I have not seen